And big up to all the listeners listening to Misslulu on the MundoReggaeShow out of Tijuana, you know, big things every time.
How's everybody feeling? Yes, selector JAH GUMBY. Original Ulla Massive.
My name is JAH GUMBY from Hawaii. Long-time reggae collector, man. 30 years plus of relentlessly collecting this record. And I'm here now in Tijuana, you know, vibing up with the Mexican people because they're Nizayri. Singing just like the Hawaiian people. So big up. I started when I was maybe 10 years old. Where I live in Hawaii, the valley, there's a lot of cholos, I guess you call them, gangsters. Polynesian gangsters, but they all loved reggae music, roots music. So all of my friends kind of introduced me to that music, and my cousins at the time, they all listened to like metal, punk, hardcore, but they also listened to reggae music. So that was my introduction. And then, so I just started buying cassettes. With all the money I'd make, cleaning yards or whatever, every week I'd buy one tape, you know, one cassette. Gregory Isaacs was the first, my favorite singer of all time, you know. So I started that way, and in high school I landed a job at a music store, and my boss actually owned, well, he was Burning Spear's manager. Nice. And he owned a percentage of Shanachi Records. I don't know if you're familiar, but they were the American distributor of Greensleeves Records. So he'd import all this crazy music and reggae music. So that was my start, you know, how I had access to that music. That was in like 1992 maybe. So a long time ago, you know. I would say probably 1978 to 1984, hard roots and steppers out of England. Always my favorite style, militant style, you know, like Pablo Gad, you know, Black Slate, to name a few. Also, some Gyasi label out of Brooklyn, you know, some late 80s, some Cosmic Force, early 90s, you know. Got a big old witty, superpower jammies, you know. I love the digital, but my favorite, Jatubbies and YND Productions from the late 80s out of England. Number one, Dixie Peach, Wayne Marshall, Peter Bouncer. Too many to name, you know, but that's my favorite, Jatubbies. Ooh, that's a hard one because a lot of people know me as someone who likes the heavy kind of roots, late 70s, early 80s sound. But in actuality, I like all reggae from, I guess, from ska up to like 1993. Everything. So I guess when I select, like last night, for example, it's kind of a vibes thing, you know? Trying to feel out what the people are feeling in the area, and that's kind of how I select, you know? But definitely every tune I play has great meaning to me, you know, and it's a tune that when I'm at home in my spot, I'm gonna be vibing to those tunes, you know? So I hope that the people can embrace that energy, you know, when I spin, and get that same energy that I feel from those tunes.
Yes, coming in the Dublin style. Yes, Father Psalms in that area. I want JAH GUMBY. How you feeling, JAH people?
I started producing my own things because the sound that was coming out of the studios in Hawaii, or a lot of places at the time, didn't sound like the sound of reggae that I knew. So I would go to these studios and record, pay a lot of money to record, and be disappointed with the final product. So I told myself, I can learn how to do this. I just need to build some money and buy my own equipment. And that's how I started, because I had so many ideas for music, you know, for different bass lines or whatever. I didn't have a way to put them out without paying a lot of money, so I just taught myself how to record and mix and engineer, and that's how it started, I guess, yeah.
So then I want to see production original, yes, there, Father Sound Studio. I'm out.
Say we are reggae again. They never know we are between again. Say we are reggae again. They never know we are big time again. The reggae music got me favorite habit. In all the section say we have to ram it. In all the dance say we have to skank it. And in the father's option that we have to chant it.
Right.
A lot of local talent from Hawaii, like my good friends, Mr. 83, Kali Navales, you know, but it's my two favorite singers. I'm trying to bring up a lot of the talent out of Hawaii coming up, like a brethren named Kanaka Man, you know, Liko Jordy, some of my close brethren, Strong Iman, Bloodshot Eye. But on an international level, I haven't recorded a lot of international artists, but Ranking Joe, you know, Michael Rose, I'm pretty selective of who I record because it's kind of expensive, and I kind of try to stick to my idols, you know, the people that I really, really grew up listening to and, you know, love their music, you know.
Treating me true to love. You in the morning, in the middle of the night. In the morning, in the middle of the night. We say the love is so good, love is so nice. Love is so sweet, you know that it's so nice. Please do together what you treat me so nice. Please do what you treat me so nice. I'm gonna give it all my all.
Rhythms? Jeez. Maybe 800 to 1,000.
What?
The public has maybe heard, maybe what, 150, 200 at max. Yeah, I'm making rhythms every day. I go body surfing in the morning, do my works, get inspired, make rhythms every day. Then relax in the evening, you know, drink some cervezas and listen to records.
She love me at a moment, but she love me in the evening. I live in the summertime. Because her sweet, sweet loving cannot resist. I think that sweet, sweet loving can't resist. I mean, JAH GUMBY come rocking at the night. We are gonna rock it till the broad daylight. This is the finest something on the area. This is the finest something in the area. She know me wicked, love me, running all the things that I side. I tell you true, you love me, what you promised me to I true, love me in the morning. Would you even know? True, love me in the evening. Oh, baby, now, come on me. Oh, baby, now, come on me. Who really say, come on me. In the morning. Oh, baby, now, we said we're going straight to the style.
My next step right now would be to get some vinyl out. To get some vinyl out. But at the same time, I'm into trying to get. I'm working with a famous producer, a roots producer out of Canada, Toronto, named King Culture, and we're working to release some of his unreleased cuts from his vaults. So they're taking a while, but I have the test pressings. So I want to do some re-releases, working with some of my idols in the business and getting some of my cuts out there. All I can say is, I know the Most High, Creator, God, or whatever you want to call him, he loves Mexican people. He's created Mexican people, just like he has everybody. So just stand firm in your culture, you know, and keep pushing forward, because no man can hold you down. You're an ancient civilization, and you have so much talent, so much culture, and it deserves to be seen and recognized by the outside world, not chastised. You know? That's my message.
Put your respect to all Tijuana peace go. See? Why don't you get that together with chat? Say now. Jaman, they show you after run you down. Jaman, they show you after run you down. Jaman, they come in on the place, they say from Liquor Island. Liquor Land for that Jaman, they chat conversion. Right from any stop, Jaman say any rhythm. The style of me about you know it reach number one. You never know Jaman, they get the lyrical song. Enough of them a style of me say enough of